Hi guys, Skinsfanatic here. Just a quick reminder before we get started on tonight's show that if you haven't already, please go down the bottom and subscribe to my channel. Throw me a few likes. Be much appreciated. All right, guys, enjoy the show. Oh yeah, it's that time of the week. Skinsfanatic Live. Put your 2 1s up and raise your cups up. Skinsfanatic's back, Serpent Panther get jacked up. Started out here in the TTC while repping my team. Shout out to the BG. But hold up, cause rolling in like thunder. It's Skinsfanatic Live from the land down under. Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. Hit the like and sub, I got the goods here, boy. Woohoo! What it do, people? Welcome to a special prime time edition of Skinsfanatic Live. We've decided to go a little bit early this week due to a few circumstances involving family matters. But here we are, a special prime time edition, half an hour away from Giants Eagles kicking off. Just thought we'd pop in, punch out a quick show. Appreciate everyone who's tuned in to Skinsfanatic Live the last few weeks. It's been a overwhelming response, and to all the new subscribers, much appreciated. Definitely much appreciated. I always get a buzz, when we've got some new viewers. So big game coming up this week against the Dallas Cowboys. But first, I will have to address the Giants game. And I want to start off by just congratulating the New York Giants on that victory. If I'm going to come on here and talk some shit, and I tried to stir the pot a little bit, but I didn't get many takers, to be honest. It was a victory nonetheless for the Giants. 21 to 19. 29 to 19. I think the score was, I can't remember. The failed 2-point conversion there at the end. Ron Rivera going for the glory with the 2-point call. Ultimately, I guess you could say lost us the game, if you want to look at it that way. I disagree, but look, if I'm going to say that, if you got the 2-point conversion, it probably would have won us the game. So you could say, yes, it lost us the game. I'm going to bring Visual Diary. I'm going to bring Crazy Brave 74 in soon. We're going to talk about a few things around that game. I've got other points to make about that game. But yeah, look, Giants got their first dub. Made us look stupid losing to a piss poor team like the Giants, but I'll give kudos to them, and they have been celebrating all week like they've just won the Super Bowl. I think I've seen about 4 or 5 Giants fans throw celebration parties on YouTube at least 2 times this week each. So they're really enjoying it. Good on them. It was like when we beat the Eagles, it was a bit of a party there for a while. Division wins are always special, So here we go. We've got Crazy Brave 74 waiting here patiently. I'm going to bring him in right now. Crazy Brave, how you going?
Hey, Skinsfanatic. Hey guys, another big week of NFL action and Washington football. Of course, the Giants beating us 20 to 19 with the failed 2-point conversion at the end, which, as Skinsfanatic said, it cost us the game. That decision and play. We could have attempted an extra point and tried to tie the game, take it into overtime, and that's the decision that the head coach made. And we lost the game on the result of that call and the inability to make a play at the end. There, I've seen it a couple of times now, and there was no way Josh Allen, sorry, not Josh Allen, Kyle Allen, he was going. He wasn't going to reach the pile. I'm sorry, guys.
No, he wasn't.
You can slow it up. There were actually 3 or 4 New York Giants blokes who had just broken coverage and seen what he was up to. But we've fallen to 1-5 now. Not the worst. Not the worst in the league.
Let's not quote Steve Spurrier on this show. Hindsight's always 50-50. Yeah, no. Well, look. Yeah, you can send me all the freeze frames you want, and you can take all the photos, and you can sit there and try to pretend like you're Chris Cooley and do your film breakdowns and all this shit. But yeah, Kyle Allen had he had two defensive backs basically protecting the line. One of them was Peppers, who's probably going to snot him if he goes to the pylon. And then you would probably say, oh, he should have tried to throw it to somebody, because
absolutely,
dislocated his hips, just dislocated his shoulder trying to dive for the pylon. Yeah. Look, I was in the moment. I was like, run! It's right there.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I was very disappointed that. I still think in hindsight now, the best result would have been for him to try and possibly not head for the pylon and just get inside. And we'll see. And he'll learn from that, It's not over for him.
Yeah. Well, look, just going back anyway to the early stages of that game, when you leave points on the field, like Dustin Hopkins missing the 47-yard field goal. We always want to try blame the coach and blame the quarterback.
And did he missed one in that live call that you made on this when we called the Ravens game? Did he?
Well, that wasn't really important because we weren't going to win that game anyway. So I don't. Yeah. But this game was different. If we're going to beat the Giants, we need to get that field goal through the posts. So really we shouldn't have been put in that position at the end of the game if that field goal had been made. Of course, it changes the course of the game because the field goal goes through, then you kick off the ball, and so on. So it changes the course of the game. I understand that too. The position we were put in, at the end of the game. I backed Rivera. I thought, let's go for 2. I was excited. I was like, let's go get it. Because after the fumble return, I didn't like our chances of actually getting down there and tying the game up because we hadn't really done it consistently.
No.
Though we did have 4 drives of 13 plays or more than 10 plays in that second half, where we held possession, and the time of possession in that second half was ridiculous. So we were actually moving the chains, we were chewing the clock, we done everything right in that game. The fans have every right to be disappointed in that game, and I agree. I was devastated, just devastated. But the football team on last Sunday, they showed me something, and I was impressed by the way that we held the clock and held the ball. And I obviously wasn't impressed with Kyle Allen's fumble, and I wasn't impressed with his interception either. I thought the defense, held its own. Look, we're still giving up some big plays every now and then, but the second half defense, once again, it shone. They played well. It was a game that we had, and it was there for the win. We had it. We blew it. Basically, we blew it.
Yeah, well, look, its defense held Daniel Jones to 120 yards. As you said, we held possession of the football and chewed the time off of the clock. Uh, and yeah, it just look that 2 point conversion. It wasn't no big surprise for us. Uh, if you didn't expect Ron Rivera to at least have the thought in his head to go for it, you're a fool. Like if you duck down out for a quick piss while the extra point was on, you don't know what's going on because Ron Rivera could do anything at any stage at this point. He was trying to win the game, and good on him.
Yeah, yeah, and of course, like once we didn't get the 2 point conversion, of course the thoughts go to, well, shit, we should have kicked the extra point. you
Yeah,
know, of course that's exactly where your mind goes. Like, fuck, we should have fucking kicked the extra
yeah,
point.
and in context now, we're 1-5, and we don't know whether we could have ended up 2-4, or perhaps even a tie. Like even a tie isn't better than a loss. It hurts. It hurts missing those two, but we move on, don't we?
Yeah, well, we have to. We've got no choice. The Dallas Cowboys coming up now, so it's also one of those things that when we beat Dallas this week, we'll probably look back and say, well, we could have beaten 3 division opponents in the first 2 months of the season here. Opportunity gone begging, but we do have the Giants coming up again real soon. So
Yeah,
at
there's
our
a lot
house,
of.
we got a chance to get back at them
That's right.
sooner than later. So that's exciting nonetheless.
We have our second week in a row of NFC East
Yeah,
matchups.
yeah. It's and it starts today. Starts in 17 minutes, I believe. So
Yes.
look, we yeah, that's going to be an interesting watch. We'll check that. It's being labelled as the trash bowl. Um, by everyone on socials,
Yeah.
the trash bowl.
They
It's
love bowls and
not
yeah.
being streamed on it's not being streamed on ESPN. It's being streamed on the Comedy Channel, Comedy Network. So
Okay. Yeah, I
tune into
think
that
it's going to
one.
be a good game. Yeah. I don't care about all these toilet bowls and trash bowls that everyone, you know.
Oh, the
It's going to be a good
overuse
game.
of the overuse of the
Yeah.
word trash just grinds my gears. Fucking
Ridiculous.
trash. What a stupid fucking word, trash. I'm done with the word trash. The word trash is now officially banned from Skinsfanatic Live. If anyone uses it, they will be removed immediately. Okay? Just let that be known. Yeah, anyway. No, look.
Wow. I mean, I've got a lot of words I can cancel, but we won't go into that just yet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or ever.
Yeah. No.
No, don't call me dude.
No,
Don't
I won't.
call me dude.
No, I won't. That's definitely not a word that I use. Yeah, so special prime time edition here of Skinsfanatic Live. Thank you for everyone watching, and I hope you're enjoying the show so far. Look, we've just a little bit of a recap on the Giants game. The disappointment that followed, the usual shit from all the fans that follows it too. Ron Rivera still needs to go. Scott Turner needs to go. Kyle Allen needs to go. Dwayne Haskins needs to go. We need to go sign every available free agent. And now we need to make splash trades for everyone that's on the trade block. We need
Yeah.
to do something fast because
Hey.
the chances of winning the Super Bowl this season are fading away. So
Well, I mean, they
let's go and
they
ruin
are
our cap
fading.
space. I'm being sarcastic.
Yeah, I
We're,
know.
we're,
No, we
we
can very well win the Super Bowl at 7-9 or whatever. Yeah.
So
Carry on.
let's dip into next year's cap space and
Yeah.
go and sign every bum on the street. Hey, let's give every bum 10 mil each,
Mm-hmm.
and then next year you'll be wondering why we don't have anyone. and
Oh, dear.
all of our players are old and aging, and why did we go and sign all these old dudes, and
Hmm.
things like that. So,
Yeah.
look, it's a cliche, but look, and it didn't work for the Philadelphia 76ers, but we need to still trust the process here.
Oh, we do, and
Trust in the process.
we've brought in a young group of receivers this week from here, there, and everywhere. So this might work out for us.
But why didn't
No
we
one.
address the offensive line?
Well, that look, that's something that is going to be addressed. Obviously, uh, at a more micro level,
Well,
because
it's going to be addressed next.
it is a concern. I mean, lots of people can see that.
It's going to be addressed in the upcoming off season. Okay,
Correct.
when
Yeah,
we when
correct.
we hit the draft and free agency.
Yeah,
Look, we're not going to roll in next season with the same offensive line. Okay, we don't even know if we're going to have Brandon Sheriff there.
that's
I
right. I
liked
mean,
what I
look,
saw in the
what's
two plays that Sadiq Charles played. Yeah, like we don't know now what we've got with him because he got injured on the second play of the game. Um, just
yeah, and he's struggled through practice this week, I
Oh, he
believe.
dislocated his kneecap. He's 3 weeks out, 3 to 4 weeks
Oh,
out of the
okay.
game now. Yeah, so
Yeah,
he's
okay.
not gonna be back anytime soon.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah. Look, we've got we don't know what we've got with him now. So
Well, I mean, look, yeah, hopefully he's not out of it with that injury. We will see that at some stage, but once again, it's another wait to see, and at what stage do we get to see him, and then he's only got a quick window to perform before we call him another bust.
yeah,
It always seems to be the way, doesn't it?
well that's right. And then we go into camp. Like, I think I talked about this last week. We go into camp with the mystique of this player being really good. Oh
Yeah,
no, he's good. He's good.
yeah,
He's got to get on the field though. Like, and then we bank on it, and then it's like, well, he's shit. So
yeah.
look, I'm not calling Sadiq Charles shit. That would be completely unfair and just ignorant of me. Um, yeah, but this is what annoys me about having injuries to players that we feel like might be something, and then we don't know, and then he starts off next season on the pup list or something like
Yeah.
that, or and he gets limited reps heading into the season, and yeah, it's a bit annoying. You having a party over there, Crazy Brave?
I might have a little bit of noise about to come through. I might have to move the show. Um, yeah, if you just drop me out of the screen for about 15 seconds, I'll review the new location.
Well, we got sounds like Crazy Brave's got some construction work being done over there. I mean, he might be putting in a spa bath or maybe a swimming pool. I'm not sure. He's doing really well at the moment, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's putting in a chandelier or something like that. Crazy Brave 74.com is succeeding well. It's really taken off, and we're going to get to him about that a little bit later. Well, we might not be on air for too long because I don't want to dig too far into today's game for you people watching live right now. We've got kickoff starting pretty shortly in that Eagles game, and I'm sure everyone wants to get in front of their tellies and watch that rather than sit here and listen to two Aussies ramble on about Washington football. So we've got Crazy Brave's got a new location for the time being. Looks like he's just headed out to his bar, his sports bar, and we'll just bring him back in.
Hey guys,
Doesn't
yeah, new
sound
location.
doesn't
Just had to
sound
duck
much
out
better.
here.
What's going on over there, Crazy Brave?
Oh, they're or not getting a pool put in. No, that's going to be a few more seasons. But make sure you do follow Crazy Brave 74.com. We're picking winners. No, there is, as you say, a little bit of construction work going on outside. We apologise for any noise that is coming through, but this is the best we can do. Perhaps we'll have to um, just get through the program.
Yep. All right. Well, let's get into this Dallas Cowboys game. I guess we've got we've spent 20 minutes here, sort of breaking down some of that Giants loss and the disappointment that followed. You know, Kyle Allen's still in the centre this week, heading into. We're at home this week against the Cowboys. They're coming to our place. Um, we might have 8,000 people to the game on Friday on Monday, but I don't know what happened there. The state of Maryland has okayed 10% into the stadium for all Maryland
Yes.
football, Ravens, Washington, and the Terps and all that. But apparently that Dan Snyder is not going to let them in just yet. He's still playing it safe. I don't know why, but yeah. So word is that there will be friends and family in the stands. So I guess it's better than nothing. So yeah, the Cowboys coming into FedEx Field with their 2 wins. Washington with their 1 win. Of course, we all know that Dak Prescott won't be playing in this game, and the Red Rifle, Andy Dalton, will be the quarterback for the Cowboys. You know, he didn't really do too well this week against Arizona. The whole team didn't do very good. Dallas have a paper-thin defense, and they might make us look like the 2001 Rams on Monday. I mean, we can only hope. I do still worry about their offense though, and their ability to make a big play when they need it. So,
Oh yeah.
that's going to happen, and that's going to frustrate me. I'm sure. Watching them play every game this year, they've been able to hit a few deep balls, but I just feel they've lost something. They've definitely lost something now with Prescott being out and Andy Dalton playing. Dalton is capable. Not the most incompetent quarterback to have on the field, I guess. So should be make for a very interesting game. The rivalry, first time, it's history in the making. The first time Dallas Cowboys going against the football team in front of nobody. It's not going to feel quite right, is it, Crazy Bray?
No, it won't be. But I mean, it's going to work its way back in slowly. The crowds, um, you know, Dan Snyder's he's making the decision. They've already said that they would keep the fans out for the whole season, and I think they're going to stick with that. Um, and we'll see how everyone feels next year. That obviously there'll be a lot of people disappointed that they can't get to the game, and hopefully the team does all right this weekend on the TV.
Yeah, well, I guess there's a lot of season ticket holders who are disappointed they didn't make their money this year selling their tickets to Cowboys fans. So,
Well, that's right. I mean, look, there would be, as we know, quite a number of passionate Washington fans in this stadium. We know that there would be almost the same amount of Cowboy fan, New York Giant fan, Philadelphia fans, you name it. I mean, Cincinnati Bengal fans, anything.
yeah, no, that's right. That's just the way it is all around the league, and it's just what we have to live with. Look, it's 8,000 people to me won't make a massive difference.
No, I mean, look, I mean, it would be good to get the buzz going, and just have to get it slowly back, as you say.
Yeah, yeah, well, that's right. And look, for this rivalry to thrive, we're going to need both teams playing good football, and at the moment, none of them are playing good football at all.
No,
So
no, but it's at a level playing field for the whole division. So if you want a rivalry or if you want to be the best, you've got an opportunity right now. All four teams do. This is a good chance for Washington to get on top and stay on top. And when you're the team to beat, then you do create a rivalry, because we will, as fans, uh, those games that we lose, we'll be looking forward to them next year when we've got a team that we know can beat them and coming in, you know,
yeah, no,
rivalry.
you're right. I mean, no, you're exactly right. Um, it's what it is. Like
It can
both teams.
start. It starts now. Basically, I'm saying that yeah, it has died as you said, but
Yeah,
it can start at any stage.
well, that's right. And I'm expecting it to be back to its best one day. One day soon. Like
We got to
definitely.
take it. We got to take the first step this weekend and beat them after a disappointing loss to the Giants. We could have stopped their little run against us because at the moment we can't beat them with Daniel Jones.
No.
And if their team gets better around them, he's only going to get more and more confidence. And I know he didn't kill us,
Mm.
and
No,
and he might be on the way out of the NFL if he doesn't beat the Eagles in about 15, 20 minutes. But you know what I'm saying? We
I know what you're
at
saying.
the moment the Giants have got the upper hand on this little start of our, dare I say, rebuild.
Yeah, I know it's definitely a rebuild. Make
Yeah,
no bones about it.
yeah, but
If
yeah,
you, and this is the problem. This is the problem I think some of the fans have, and I'm not accusing you of this, but some of the fans don't see the bigger picture right now. Um, that we are again in a rebuild. I know we've been using the word
well, I
rebuild for a
just
long
mentioned, yeah.
time. Yeah, and I'm not. I'm like I said. I'm not accusing you of being that fan. But like we are in a rebuilding phase, and we are seeing what we have, and that's why Rivera really isn't caring right now about the wins or the losses. Although he does talk about winning the division, which is weird. I don't know what's going on with Rivera right now. He's been a little bit contradictory in the things that he has said. Um, like this week, he came out and said that we never had a cut-off point for Dwayne Haskins. But if you rewind the audio to 3 weeks ago, he said he did have a cut-off point for Dwayne Haskins. So, he's backpedaling a little bit, and I don't know if he's having trouble dealing with the Washington media because they can be savage, um, savage assholes, some of them, and that's just the way it's always been. And we've always wanted a coach to step up and tell them to shut the fuck up.
I think he just got on, or he let them get in his friendly side a little bit early. If he was a little bit closer to them, he might have realised what bunch of assholes they are,
Yep.
rather than sitting back in a Zoom. And they've got that over him at the moment, and it will shift. I'm hoping it will. He's not. He wasn't born yesterday, Ron Rivera, on the football field, regardless of some of the things that we nitpick, like the 2 point conversion. It was a disappointing play, but it's not the be all and end all of a coach in career or a football team. Really, we lost the game there. We didn't complete the play, and
No.
he's he's got to keep training his team to succeed when he calls on it.
Yep. Yes, that's right. Look, I've given Rivera a pass this year. Like, I'm not going to nitpick and critique everything that he says or does. It's an odd year. It really is just an odd year
Yeah.
for everyone involved. And but here's the thing: when you sit down to watch the team play, you're hoping to see them win. That's what ultimately you're doing, is you're not sitting there necessarily looking about evaluating players of the future, because some fans
No,
don't do evaluations.
that's right. I mean,
Some fans just want to see their team win, and that's mainly me. I'm not much of a couch evaluator. Um, I do my evaluations at a later date.
we don't have much time on the show today for me to kind of respond with that whole rebuild um, discussion that we are talking about. As we know, it is called a rebuild, what Washington is going through, but these things um, can get like built, and that's what I guess that's what a rebuild is, but built in a hurry. You look at the Miami Dolphins. You know, people talk about, oh, it's a rebuild, but they're sneakily
Oh
one of
yeah,
the better teams in the NFL. And if you're caught thinking, oh, you're going up against some team who's rebuilding and this and that, well, you're going to get your pants pulled down, and we can't sit in this talk about a rebuild for too long. But
no,
it is,
I think
as fans, we do know what to expect from
I
this
think
season, don't we?
next season will be when we'll start to see some real change and some real results. I don't think it's going to take too much longer. I think we've got some good pieces, already in place, and when you know when we bring in some new pieces next year, we're going to start seeing some results. Now, the quarterback position's an issue. Um, Obviously, we can't go into next season with Kyle Allen, and we don't know what Dwayne Haskins is doing. We don't know where Rivera is with that, whether he wants to draft a quarterback, or there's even talk that Cam Newton's going to come in. So I don't know. I don't know.
Can I just take the mic off you for a minute there?
Go for it.
Look, Cam Newton is a great quarterback and was a great quarterback, and he struggled to find a team in the off season for a good reason. And he was signed by the New England Patriots to take care of their players. Um, and Bill Belichick lets Cam Newton play the football game that he knows. And the NFL is awake to it. Okay, his quarterback draws on third downs. Just they're not working anymore. He's an old man, all right. And Washington fans who are getting all excited about the thought of signing Cam Newton really ought to be ashamed of themselves for not bringing it up this before this season. It just shows you how wishy-washy these people are. Cam Newton wins a couple of games and gets some fantasy points, and next minute, and he's high value, and there's another team who could do with him. Oh, it's garbage.
Yeah, no, I agree.
No, I
And
know. I
that's
know.
why that's why I just can't stand these
That's why I'm
fucking
on the show.
fantasy football dickheads, man. Like, that fantasy football it's ruined part of football for me. It really has. Like, I don't give a fuck about fantasy football. I don't give a fuck. I want to talk about real football. I want to see some passion in talk to and hear from passionate fans, not players, not people who don't really know the history
Mm,
of the team or the
no,
history of the player,
no.
just how many fantasy points they got them
Yeah,
last week.
yeah, that's right. I mean, there's
And
people.
it just fucking irks me, man. It just irks me. That shit. Fantasy football.
Mm,
Mm.
oh, there's people judging McLaurin's career on those kind of things already. Oh, he wasn't electric today. He didn't get 150 fantasy points for me. They need a new quarterback.
Oh,
Oh,
what's the
the
point of having a
offensive
new?
coordinator's not good enough.
What's the point of having a new quarterback when we don't even have an offensive line? You know.
How about
Well,
someone just go
Scott
out there
Turner's
and play
offense.
football
You know, Scott Turner's offense is.
for
You know,
60 minutes? Play a bit of football, as
Scott
they
Turner's
do.
Scott Turner's 1-9 now as a OC. Well, Scott Turner's not out there fucking fumbling the ball on 3rd and 9, is he? You know, Scott Turner's not out there missing tackles. Scott Turner's not out there throwing interceptions, is he? No, he's not.
Yeah.
Scott Turner's out there up in his booth trying to call the right plays for where his players are meant to succeed in. Not. It's just fucking stupid to blame Scott Turner on all of this and want Scott Turner gone and want Rivera gone. It's got to take its time. It's got to run its course. If we had the best OC in the world, it's not like you could slot me in at running back and all of a sudden I'm going to get 1,500 yards for you
And
because
we
of the
just got
OC.
we look. We have to take our medicine. You know, we were 3-13 last year.
Well, we've been
When the
taking our
season,
fucking medicine for 30 years now.
obviously, but that's apparently, we're giving it a new go. We just got a new coach. So forget the last 30 years. We can talk
Yeah, I
about the
know.
last. I'm talking about now.
No, I hear. I mean, I agree.
Yeah, well, I lost my train of thought because you
We've
brought me back to the
dark
last
side.
30 years. Like, yeah, there is a dark side, but, if these fans don't get out and support the team instead of whinging about the offensive coordinators and, as you say, I can't get out there and support the 45 blokes who are running out on the field. Like,
No, they can't.
let the coach decide who's going to play. If he's dropping the ball too many times, he's not going to play. Let him decide when that time's up.
No, that's right. I totally agree.
And
Yeah, yeah. I
yeah,
it's frustrating. I get, and people just want to have a place to go and vent because you get your phone out and you tell everyone that someone's shit, and then you sit back and wait for your phone to go ping, and you pick it up and he disagrees with you, and then you tell him that he's wrong. No, you're wrong. He sucks. And then that's what people want to do. They
no,
want to
they
have
don't say he sucks. They say he's trash.
Oh, you didn't.
He's trash.
You didn't.
That's what they say.
Yeah, but you used the word.
Oh, well, I mean, it can't be totally banned, will it?
No, it's banned. It's banned. It's been good, Crazy Brave. So Crazy Brave's been banned from the show, everybody, for using the forbidden word. No, just joking. But yeah, no, be careful. You might catch me on a bad day. You know. But thanks for watching, everybody. Skinsfanatic live here, special prime time show. There will be no show tonight. We're just here. Quick show. Eagles Giants game kicking off, I believe now. So that game you'll be getting to very shortly at the commencement of Skinsfanatic live. Of course, you'll have to turn on your TV to watch it. I will not be streaming it here on YouTube. So, shall we get to some of the things happening around the tipping, our tipping competition? Do you want to run through the picks this week, or you want to give that a miss?
Oh, hell no.
No, you got your phone with you. You got your picks.
Yeah, let's go through the picks.
All right, let's first have a look at the ladder here. Crazy
Ooh.
Brave. Having a strong week last week, picking up the gold cap. Of course, still bringing it up the rear in terms of points. Paradise, aka Finn's Tragic, having the lowest week, but still holding down top spot there on 101.25 points. Closely followed by yours truly, 98.75 points. Who, we can even talk about who we've picked in today's game, because that's obviously the first game off the rank. Big game between the Eagles and the Giants. And today's game, I've actually got the Philadelphia Eagles by 5 points. I think Philadelphia is just the better team right now over the Giants. And yeah, I've got them today by 5 points in another close division rival game. Go.
Well, there you have it. We have another punter taking the Philadelphia Eagles today, and that's exactly what we've done at crazybrave74.com. Make sure you check out the website. Remember, guys, we did real well last week, going 7-3, and the spread this week is -3.5 on the Eagles, and I'm going to take Philadelphia by 4. It's going to be a close game, but Philadelphia is going to win the head-to-head matchup. But if you're a punter and you want to take the spread, pick the Eagles to cover. Just
there you go. And as you speak on that, we actually have. So we have the tweet here from Crazy Brave that you might have seen earlier here, and the overwhelming response was yes, people are struggling on picking today's game.
Huge response. 67% of people can't pick a winner. It is a hard game, guys. That's what we're here
have reached out to Crazy Brave for help. Do you want to see the Eagles-Giants game featured this week's Crazy 5? People, yes, we are struggling to pick the winner in today's game. Crazy Brave says, he likes the -3.5 and the over 43.5 points. So
we have gone over, yes.
Yes, and that's the safe bet. And like I have just said, yes, I've taken the Eagles by 5 points. The over's probably right, in my opinion, too. Probably looking at maybe like a 26-20 something, maybe 27.
Well, it always makes us smile at crazybrave.com when we see that the other punters actually are agreeing with us, because it means that we're doing all right ourselves.
Yep, absolutely. Crazybrave74.com if anyone wants to jump on that site, and or go to the at crazybrave on Twitter to get all his picks for this week. And I will be looking. We'll have a quick little look at them in a minute. I'll get them ready and put them up for you all. But we will move on to the next game.
Yeah, I just had to mention that game. That's right. Special mention.
Now, the Pittsburgh game, Tennessee game, I think we talked about last week because it got moved. It definitely hasn't been played. But anyway, I've taken Pittsburgh in that game by 3 points. That's at Tennessee. That pick was already there, so that's why I'm assuming that we already discussed it.
It was moved back. I've got the Steelers by 4 in the battle of the undefeated team. I'm just going to back the experience of the head coach and Roethlisberger here. I know Tennessee are hot. It's going to be a great game. Yeah,
I agree. I just think, I'm the same as you. I'm backing, the experience of Roethlisberger, and as you can see, he is crazy 5. We'll just have a little look at the before I zoom it in, because that's a lovely shot of you there, taking it all in. So.
Yes, that was earlier this morning. Hard at work in the office. Just doing some research. That Pittsburgh game's not in Crazy's fault.
No, it's not. No. I mean, it's crazy as 5. We'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll just
So,
leave them up for a minute.
okay, the next game that we've got here on my list is the big game of the week. The Dallas Cowboys at the Washington football team. I'm taking the Dallas Cowboys. No, I'm not taking the Dallas Cowboys. I am tripping. I'm taking the Washington football team here by 7 points. And
And I
crazy.
like it.
Here's R2 from a correspondent saying, I got a little something on this, and I went Philadelphia minus 3.5 and under 43. So he's taken your advice on the spread, but
And he's gone for the under. And look, there's lots of tossing over this game. In the end, we've seen that the Eagles did put up some strong numbers against some talented teams, and I don't feel like the Giants. Well, I do feel like the Giants can put up points, and they will. I'm expecting an NFC shootout that no one expects because they've all been bagging the NFC East. I'm expecting a 29 or 30 to 23 scoreline, 30 to 25, something like that. Yep.
Yeah, that sounds like it will be a good game. Or it could be a shit. Actually, the under's not a bad idea because look, we've got two shitty
It's
teams.
not.
Yeah, it's look. R2 Ram, you couldn't be on this special primetime show today, but it is good to hear from you, R2, and thanks for watching probably on your lunch break or somewhere sneakily at work. And look forward to seeing you on the show next week. And I apologise that you will not be on tonight, but great to punch out a quick little show here today. Primetime special.
And put a little scare through the crazybrave.com camp with his under.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but we did think about it. It's going to be a great game.
Let's talk about the Washington game. I've taken Washington by 7 in this game. 7 will be enough to get the victory this week.
Yep, and I'm just going to stick with the traditional close 3-point differential Washington for me.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. I thought about it myself. The next game here we have the Green Bay Packers at the Houston Texans. I have taken Green Bay in this one by 9 points. Houston, they're still capable of beating someone. They've had a pretty rough year and they've sacked their coach and all this, but I still feel like they've got a few wins up their sleeve. So anyway, but I'm like Green Bay in this game by 9 points.
Yeah, I've taken the Packers by 12. I believe it's going to be a lower scoring game than what some suggest. I'm going to take the Packers by 12.
Okay, this one hasn't featured in Crazy Braves. No, it hasn't.
No.
I'm sure you're going to mention when they are. We'll bring that back up.
Yeah. They were made quite freshly, but we have a very professional team here, and we're not going to forget our picks. But guys, the website's there to check out, and the Twitter. So make sure you do that.
All right. This next game's an interesting one too. It's a division game. The Carolina Panthers at the New Orleans Saints, and I've got Carolina in this game by 3 points, and it was really up and down with this, and I thought if it's going to have feature at a packed Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, I would have probably gone the home team. But I just don't trust the Saints this year. I just don't.
No, I have mixed feelings on the Saints, but I'm going to back them this week only because I feel that the Carolina Panthers may have peaked a little bit early. There's still a long way to go in this season. When I say peaked, there's going to be lots of ups and downs.
They've won 3 of their last 4. So.
That's right. They've peaked. But
okay.
but I think on the way down a tiny little bit, and
Yep.
I'm back in the Saints in a division game.
Yep. Oh look,
5 points.
I'm not here to question you.
No.
Tough game to pick. Tough game to pick.
Oh, they're a very tough week, in fact.
Next game's interesting too. Detroit Lions at the Atlanta Falcons. Atlanta getting their first win last week under their new interim coach. Don't really know his name, but no, they look like the same team, really. Putting up the points and Matty Ice and all that shit. But I've got Atlanta in this game by 6 points.
Yep, and look, Atlanta has been a little unlucky, you could say, during the season with some tough losses. Um, I I like the Detroit Lions and backed them in Crazy's 5 this week to
Okay.
win by 3 points. And anyone who's interested in that over and under, I've gone under 55.5 points. I think it's we have backed the under this week at crazybrave.com quite a bit. And I
Yeah.
see, R2 Ramu's done it in the first game. Good on him.
Yep. R2 Ramu is actually watching right now, so I appreciate that. Sorry, I've got distractions here. I've got someone's trying to play games behind my green screen. All right, next game we've got the Buffalo Bills at the New York Jets. I've taken Buffalo in this game. My Buffalo Bills by 17 points. I'm going to stop calling them my Buffalo Bills. They've let me down the last 2 weeks ever since I started calling them my Bills. But I've
A lot
done it
of
again now.
people, a lot of people have called them their Bills. I noticed a few Cowboys fans jump across 2 weeks ago. I wonder how they feel. Um,
Ah,
yeah, I'm going to have to take Buffalo in this one. Can you just throw up Crazy's 5 there this week, because
sure.
it was one of those great gambling games. It was the Jets have got a 13.5 head start. I'm expecting a 20-17 kind of result
Okay. Thanks,
in
RT. We are cooking it up.
not in the Jets' favour, of course. I'm going to take the Bills
Yep. Yeah, well,
by
you'd be silly
3.
to take. You'd be silly to take
It
the
doesn't feature in
Jets.
Crazy's 5. We've left it off because
Yeah. Yeah. No. Yep. I would probably put the money on the Bills. They would be very short odds, but
yes, but yeah, they are money on the money line, but 13.5 head start. I just think in a division game, I wasn't comfortable in taking the Bills.
absolutely no. I agree. Division games are hard to pick. Hard to pick. Okay, so the next game we have the Cleveland Browns, the Battle of Ohio. The Cleveland Browns at the Cincinnati Bengals. Danger for anyone involved. The Bengals, well, they're capable, but will they? No, they won't, in my opinion. I've got the Browns here, only by 3 though, because I'm a little bit worried about the Browns at the moment. Their little 4-game winning streak was, it's over.
I've taken the Browns by 3 myself, and to cover the spread by half a point in Crazy's 5, I believe.
That's
So
another
there it is.
crazy,
Yes,
crazy's
it
5.
is. And I believe that I've gone the. No, I haven't, guys.
No,
No, Curry. Gee.
maybe it
I
was one
now
year.
now I know. It was a very long and tough week in the office.
Yeah, you left it on the table. That's fine. You obviously thought about it and you left it
Well,
on
the
the table.
fans wanted me to put in an early pick in the Thursday night game, and I often don't get that. But I could not respond to 67% of people asking for a winner.
Yep, no, I agree. You've got to give them what they want. Next game, we have Seattle Seahawks at the Arizona Cardinals, and Arizona tore apart the Cowboys last week, but I still feel like they're vulnerable, Arizona, and they're not going to be able to beat Seattle here in Seattle. Sorry, they're just not going to beat Seattle at all, period. Seattle have not copped an L this season. 5 from 5, and it's going to continue that way against Arizona. I'm sorry.
This game has been moved to the late game, the late Sunday night game, which will be Monday lunchtime here for us. And I'm going to be dressed in red. I'm going to back the Arizona Cardinals by 3, and that is in Crazy's 5. I can guarantee it. If Skinsfanatic did put that up, you would see that I have backed the Cardinals.
Yep, there it is. -3.5, over 55.5. So a lot of
Well,
points.
I actually have the plus 3.5.
Sorry, I apologise.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and the
plus
under.
3.5.
I've gone
Yep.
the under in a lot of games.
Yeah.
Risky with these two high scoring and flashy quarterbacks, but 55 points, we'll see.
Okay. Sorry, I messed up twice then.
No, we visitor.
All right.
Oh, viewers will go up. Yep.
Birthday wishes. Yeah, we're gonna.
Ah, very nice.
Madeline wants something for her birthday. Okay. And I think I agreed to it. All right. I'll have a look later. Sorry about that, everybody. Okay, so moving on, San Francisco. Oh, this one's a good one. San Francisco at New England.
Beauty.
Yeah, look, I have this. I just took New England by 1 point, and I don't know why. 49ers are so, yeah, up and down this time. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, it's going to be close, and the bookmakers have the Patriots to win by about 1 to 1.5 points. I've got it in Crazy Braves 5. I'm taking San Francisco. Big fan of Kyle Shanahan and his offense. Not so much of New England at the moment. It's a bit stagnant, and 49ers do have a decent defense. I'm going to back the 49ers. Put them in Crazy's 5 too.
Did you really?
I
Because I
really, really
there they
did.
are. Yeah, Niners minus 1.5.
There it is.
Over. Sorry,
I've got a
plus
plus,
one and a half.
plus 1.5. So the bookmakers have the Patriots winning this game by about 2 points, and then they're not often wrong. You know, this
Yeah, and that's where
game
we're at.
we can lose these games by 0.5.
That's where we're at right now. Is I so I don't even look at that, and I was like, it's going to be too close to call. So I went the home team by 1 point.
Well, I mean, if
But
we
you're
all
right.
use our intuition before the bookmakers do, we often come up with the same numbers anyway.
Well, it's good to know that my intuition isn't far off what the
Always
bookmakers are
follow your
thinking.
intuition, yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but you did get me a little bit concerned before when you talked about
And
Cam Newton's RPOs
we'll
not
see.
working anymore, and I was
He,
like, yeah,
he
you're
can
right,
still
because
make some.
I thought the same thing. I was like, he's just not working anymore. I don't know if it's because he had the China flu, like maybe he's still recovering. I don't know.
Well, there's probably only a few teams left in the NFL who probably wouldn't be prepared for Cam Newton.
Yeah. Okay, so the next game I have the Kansas City Chiefs at the Denver Broncos. I've taken the Super Bowl champions in this one by 14 points. I didn't back them last week, and it was stupid of me to think they were going to lose 2 in a row. So I'm back on the Chiefs this week in a big way, and that's a 2 touchdown win over the 2-win, 3-loss Denver Broncos.
Yeah, I'm going to just stick with my theory of close divisional games, and I've got the Chiefs by 3 in Denver. I believe there is a snowstorm coming through, and there may be a little bit of slop in the game. It's going to be very cold. I'm expecting a low scoring game, but I'm going to take the Chiefs in a close one.
Yeah, okay. It'll be odd to see snow this early in the season, but it is Denver, so yeah, geographically makes sense. All right, moving on. The Jacksonville Jaguars at the Los Angeles Chargers. Both teams only with one win. Chargers have only played 5 games. I really like what Justin Herbert's been doing this year. I've got them in this game by 6 points over Jacksonville.
Yes, and I've done the same thing, except I've gone a little higher. I've gone the LA Chargers by 14. And can you just stick up ratings for just...
Sorry, my apologies there. Scott's got some things going on here. Sorry, you've taken who? Jacksonville, did you say?
Yeah, can you just Can you just stick up? Yeah, you'll see that I have taken the Chargers by the -7.5 in Crazy's 5, but in reality, I'm taking them by 14. Okay, I think the Chargers will win 27-10.
Okay. You've taken the under there, under 50, under 49.5.
Yeah,
well,
we got it under. Very nervous. Always the under. Very nervous.
Yeah, I know.
As soon as there's points scored, you start panicking. But it's a rush.
Things can change in a hurry too. You think you've got it, and then there's a fumble or something, and yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Moving on, Tampa Bay at the Las Vegas Raiders. Jeez, I'm struggling to remember that these days. Tampa Bay at Las Vegas. Very interesting game, but I have got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers winning this one by a score of 7 points.
Yeah, I've taken the Tampa Bay Buccaneers by 7 points as well. It seems to be a favourite number of mine when backing Tom Brady and the Bucs this year. But it's going to be a great game. Gruden against Tampa Bay, his old team. There'll be lots of spirit in that game. It'll be a good one.
Yeah, it should be very interesting. Very interesting game. Over here. Next game we've got the Chicago. Next game we've got the Chicago Bears at the Los Angeles Rams.
Great game. Would you want to go first, or would you like me to make my pick?
Oh, didn't I say? Oh, sorry. I've got the Los Angeles Rams by 7 points in this game. The Rams need to bounce back after that shit show last week against the 49ers. It was tempting to take the Bears. And once again, I tipped my decision on the home side. The Bears, oh man, they're good. They're going good. One loss this year.
They are. Absolutely. But I feel you've got to back the Rams. You've got to give them that chance. I mean, look, we're going to see what the Rams are made of after this game. This is a big. This is a very big game for them to see what they're made of. Because, as you say, the Bears, no softies. But I'm going to put all my confidence on the Rams team. Their offense is just too good, like they're running short running game and short passes. I'm sure McVay's got something worked out. Great game. Can't wait.
Yeah, it should be a good game. That is it for this week, guys.
Great show.
Picks are in. No, all the picks are in, and some good games this week. And I look forward to checking some of them out, especially, of course, the football team and the Dallas Cowboys should make for more controversy and plenty more.
Absolutely! What a week we've got.
Again, so it will not be a football game, a Washington football game that doesn't surround or follow up by, a bunch of shit talk, controversy, and rather than just celebrating a win or just copying an L.
I think what will happen after this week is we'll put all our 3 young receivers that we just signed off from the the local park. We'll probably put them in the Hall of Fame
Yeah, we
for a
will
week.
see.
For a week.
We will see. We will see. Should be an interesting game, nonetheless. So, all right, we might wrap this show up. This
Cheers.
short show this week, and it's been a good little show. And geez, Crazy Brave's in a hurry to get out of there. All right, Crazy. Catch
Cheers,
you later, mate.
guys. Yeah,
All right.
great show. Appreciate it. I'll see you all next week.
Catch
Thank
up.
you.
All right, Crazy Brave, 74, out of the building like he's got to be somewhere. So that's it for tonight, for today, might I say, in the special Skinsfanatic Primetime show. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and enjoy Eagles Giants. And I will see you all later.